They were so good.
God, we went to freaking the bar across the street, and they ordered a bucket of bacon.
Yeah, what is that?
That's it. A
That's
fucking
at
bucket of
Woodrow.
bacon.
Woodrow's has it now.
Yeah, it kind of made me angry.
Why?
Why?
Because you want to eat in the bucket of
It's
bacon?
like, it's just sort of like, this is the top of Western civilization. We can't possibly, there's nowhere to go from there. Once you have the bucket of bacon, where do you go from there?
We went and saw Despicable
To the
Me 2.
bathroom?
I took the kids to see Despicable Me 2.
Not as good.
But yeah, I couldn't monk it for like 6 weeks.
Oh, you poor thing.
Yeah.
You had surgery on your ball.
Yeah.
So it's understandable.
Semen.
Understandable.
Lots of semen.
Subtle. Way to work your way around.
They put her in the vomit comment and did Zero-G Sports
Her
Illustrated
boobs were
swimsuit
like
stuff.
up here.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
That's forward thinking.
That can't be
I like
attractive.
there's people out there thinking of stuff all the time. It's like I don't have to think of that because somebody else did it for me.
I made this
Like they
joke
cured
before.
polio and they did that.
Yeah, but humans are attractive with gravity, right? That's the design of a human body.
Yeah.
Without gravity, it's going to be like, you know, that's surely that's
It's like
not
that
attractive.
picture of the calm your tits. No.
0 G's for her, double D's.
But since you're talking about home video, there's
So I started dating this girl, and she has this little pug, and it's the
Oh,
most.
trust me, we know. You post pictures of this fucking dog constantly.
I think he likes the dog better than he likes the
Podcast
girl.
Is an excuse to have an intervention for you from posting
Yeah.
pictures of this dog.
I
we have to talk
love
to you.
that dog so much.
We're all your friends.
Is your girlfriend jealous of the fact that
Yeah.
you post so many pictures of the
The
goddamn
problem
dog?
is every time I introduce her to somebody that I know, all they say is, "Oh wow, he loves that dog. He shows us pictures of him all the time." And I'm like, "Fuck."
Brandon, what you're saying is you live the pug life. Right?
Well, my dog's in Houston, so he's kind of filling his hole. But anyway, so I love this dog. I have like 1,000 pictures of him, and then I had seen that.
Well, yeah, we should mention this beer was given to us by a fan. He brought it up because he said we drank crap on the podcast, so he brought up.
What is it called? Abita?
It's
Abita
Abita strawberry, and we got
Harvest.
another Abita as well. It's actually pretty tasty. At first, it was a little bit strange, but I'm starting to enjoy it more. So,
Well,
thank
the
you very
darker you
much.
get, the better it tastes. That's
That
the
is
great thing
true.
about beer.
Somebody sent us.
You can't beat it.
Yeah.
Here, let me read this. You keep in mind what you were about to say. Somebody sent us something.
Because they can say 100% freshly squeezed from concentrate, and it doesn't mean it means it's not.
It means they were thinking really, really hard when they made
But
it.
what is that?
basically, okay, so if you have freshly squeezed orange, you should take half an orange. You take half an orange, you put it in the little dome thing, and you just go squish, and you squeeze it. And you get a little.
What do you do?
But
So-
so you think, don't you think ant has more convenience because they can carry water that is held together with nothing more than surface tension?
Yeah, but we're bigger than that.
Right?
But isn't that an advantage, being able to carry water?
It's an ant advantage.
We would never need.
Imagine if you could just hold like a beer that was a globule of beer. You're like,
Oh my God! Think about that. If you could hold in your hands a sphere of.
No,
If you
You don't
got
think
married,
so?
who would be your best man?
I wouldn't have one.
You would
Do you need
switch-
one? Do you have to have one?
No, you don't.
I wouldn't want to burden someone with that.
Hypothetically.
who would be your worst man?
Here's the problem, Gav. Here's the problem. You're gonna get married to somebody, and they're gonna have.
I don't want to inconvenience anyone.
But they're gonna have people on their side. You can't have 4 bridesmaids and just the dude, just the groom, and no groomsmen.
what about a bunch of mannequins?
You gotta match it. You're gonna have to come up with like 4 people.
Best man.
Four people.
4
All right.
people.
Which 4 people's lives do I want to inconvenience for like the next month? I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I
That's a zombie. A
calling
mummy
it.
is a zombie.
No, but they have the wrapping and
You know what's
It's a zombie.
scary?
It's a zombie in bog
but
rock.
if a mummy bites you, you don't turn into a mummy.
How do you know?
you turn into a daddy.
How does a mummy kill you? So bad.
Stop.
How does a mummy get you? It usually like inhales all your skin off, right?
Sure. Someone wrote, I guess they were talking about you describing our couch as a love seat. They said, it's not a love seat, it's a hate seat.
There you go.
Gus, that makes sense.
So
a good
thanks
one.
to underscore Zenron on Twitter for that.
You're Zen right in this situation.
You are Zen.
Somebody
correct.
on Twitter is telling us their interior design YouTube
So could
channel.
I just upload a video and then say, also
Tip
just
this.
give me a bunch of money? because
yeah.
So now it's
And that's
made a
like
video.
like
real
and
money.
subscribe and tip.
Yeah.
Just a tip.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
Someone actually said the thing they're most upset about is that all the just the tip jokes that we're gonna hear.
Yeah.
Basically. Constantly. from them.
I mean, I did it right off the bat.
You did it right, Barbara. We would not expect any less of you.
It's true.
It was both a pun and a penis joke. How could you possibly avoid it? It was like you were made for it.
She was the person for the time. Yes, put your pun glasses on. We're all so happy to see them.
I think this kind of thing is to compete with. They moved it out to the middle of nowhere, which is basically a dry field out southeast of Austin.
So there's gonna be a fire.
Yeah, there's no. They just. Why don't they just light the ground on fire and just call it a day and not fire off the fireworks? And then we can have thousands of people out there helping stomp out the wildfire that's going to start from this. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Yep.
I mean,
didn't
the
realize-
firework lands in the city. There's people around going, "Eh, fucking thing landed right there."
Fire doesn't work in this situation.
What?
I said fire doesn't work in this situation.
What?
Fireworks, fire.
It's a pun.
It's an attempt at a pun.
Your
I've
quote is
noticed-
fucking high today.
The stress level that I experience and the pun quality, when the stress goes up, the pun quality goes
Are
down.
you stressed all year round?
They started worrying about the kilogram because, if I recall, the prototype kilogram that you're talking about, they realized it was losing atoms for some reason.
Yeah, well, they had them all and they moved them all around the world, brought them back together, and some of them are off by like 50 microns.
Right. They were like, oh shit, it's changing. So they
Yeah.
had to come up with a more thorough definition of it.
We'd be fucked if we lost
Well, what's the current
atoms.
definition of a kilogram?
Hold on. So Patrick sent me the foot. The foot is a unit of measurement that was
atoms.
determined by the length of King Charlemagne's foot.
Yeah. People have it
have
to this day.
inflamed gout.
I know somebody who deals with gout on a regular basis, but yeah, it's like when you eat rich foods, it like makes you have a flare up, and it's like crystals in your joints. It's supposed to be really
When they get
fucking
like
painful.
really self-conscious about it, do you think they're experiencing some form of self-gout?
It's not as funny when you have to set it up that long.
No, I liked it. It was
That was
good.
like 5 seconds of get on with it.
Here it comes. Here it comes.
was like,
Barbara,
it's like-
I'm on board with you.
You
What's it
figured
gonna
out the
be?
pun, and then you're like, do you think that in some circumstances, when if these things happened in this order, do you think?
Which is, by the way, exactly how your discussion of the skull went.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, do people count teeth as part of the skull? Peter Bogdanovich, who was a big director at the time, he's not as big now, but Orson Welles like lived in his guest house, like in his pool house. That Orson Welles had fallen on hard times
What?
and was like this respected director, but he wasn't working anymore, and he just lived in Peter Bogdanovich's like guest house in
So
LA.
bizarre.
Yeah, it struck me. It always struck me as really strange. I don't know why.
He wasn't doing so Orson well.
He wasn't doing so. Orson. Wow, I just want to make sure we all heard that one.
Versus the
Who
president.
accepted for the White House?
Nobody.
No one?
Nobody.
No
That
Obama.
was.
But it looked fancy as hell, man. Like it looked like legit actual award show.
It was at the Beverly Hilton, the classic Beverly Hilton. That's actually the same place we went for the Producers Guild Awards.
Wow.
Yeah.
Best hotel name to date.
Oh, Barbara, I never even got the pun in the name Beverly Hilton. I never, until I was with Barbara for 5 minutes. I've known about the name of the hotel for 30 years.
He's like a
but-
pun magnet. You just
Yeah.
can't get away
I
from
asked
it.
where the award show was, and he was like, Beverly Hilton. I was like, haha, that's funny.
like during South by Southwest, you'll actually see like rival festivals pop up around South by in Austin during South by for people who didn't get into South by.
With similar names.
Yeah, like there's I know there's like South by South Suck, I think, which is like for like films like you have to be rejected by South by Southwest to get in, I think. Or
I could have entered that film
I
festival.
hope there's a porno convention that runs at the same time as RTX, and they call it RT Sex. I really hope that happens.
they would probably no, okay.
They might get more attendees. Than
I
us.
don't hope that happens. We can.
Well, no, but like
not in charge
they
of a
wanted to
bunch of
get
laser
rid.
teams.
They wanted to get rid of the goat. They were the guy who bought the goat was like,
I understand the story. Brandon got suckered. Yeah.
but then
He's a
price for
very
a goat he didn't
he's a
want.
very bad negotiator.
Oh, thank you,
boo.
Barbara.
whenever we tried to return the goat, the guy was like, "No, it's your goat."
Congratulations, Barbara.
Wait,
And yeah, I'm a little. That always sounds a little sketchy. It's like you got toxins seeping out of your muscles. I'm like, what are you? I don't have toxins. You shut up.
What are you talking about?
how you
Barbara.
how dare you?
Sorry.
You're just reaching.
Sorry.
But
what happens
But yeah,
when
no,
I-
like this, so it was awesome, and then like
So apparently, daylight savings happened in Europe already, so people are very happy because it's an hour earlier
Oh,
for them
it's
watching the
earlier.
podcast this evening. So welcome,
Hello,
our
Europeans.
European friends. We change our time this coming weekend, so y'all are fucked.
Yeah, it's actually awesome. It's at 2 a.m., which is when the bars close. For some reason, it doesn't start at 1, and then you get an extra hour.
If you're on the toilet right now, chances are European.
I heard Mariel in the control room just say, "Turn it off."
My microphone or the stream?
The stream is
Cut
like
the whole
that's it.
thing.
The podcast is just over. 6 years of podcasts. That's it. Fuck it. It's done.
I'll walk away.
It's like,
down.
be the end of it all.
There was an NFL player this weekend who like celebrated getting a sack and then like jumped in the air and landed awkwardly and like tore his ACL.
That was the second time this season, isn't
Yeah,
it?
someone
Yeah,
was
that's happened.
celebrating.
He
Yeah,
tore
yeah.
his Austin city limits.
Mariel is not happy tonight.
There's this quarterback for Tennessee, and he
What are you doing, Barbara?
he's a rookie. Like he's
Cracking yourself up.
This kid's like 22, and all he does is like take selfies every day of himself.
Oh, is that why? Okay.
Yeah, and
Okay.
Yeah, we all got up, unbeknownst of each other. We all got up and went to the bathroom today, and at the bathroom door, we just stopped and
Does
we're
everybody
like,
get an erection at the same time?
that's how we like communicate. We're like, beep, 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 beep.
Like an antenna?
It's like,
They're like
a
comm
wavelength.
towers. Yeah,
Wait, I have a bathroom
towers.
question that
someone's gonna want that in a few years.
I think there was someone who bought Ebola.com like a while ago.
Oh, Jesus.
Yep.
Do you
They-
just play
they end up selling
Pandemic
it.
when you go to the website? That's all it is. It's a link to the Flash.
It's
game.
actually just an online bowling game.
Dude, do you remember Elf Bowling? Elf
Ebola.
Bowling? Elf baby.
Yes.
That was fucking amazing. Like,
Barbara is no longer blondie. She is now brunette blondie.
Brownie.
Brunetti?
Brownie.
Brownie?
No, good.
Brown D
I'm
sounds
just-
like a character on Always Sunny.
Yeah, I think there was a Brownie.
Was there?
At one point, someone took a screenshot of her like
Yeah, she got
covered in brown at a wedding or something. I forget what it was. I'm just waiting for when I dye my hair red and I could be ready.
Nope. Stop.
Ready.
Good Lord. Stop.
I don't know.
I heard Saskatoon was like the
'cause
highest for that.
It's a small town, and they've had a lot of weird like serial killers and murderers. So like there's like this weird undertone
And
of
they're
danger.
like, all the other murderers are like, we should go there. Apparently, that's like the place to be.
Where our homies at.
Beautiful. They've got vegetables and fruit, and it's just going on.
We can make a killing.
Hey!
they killed that guy.
They did. Yeah, so we went to Adelaide. So it was actually the second time I'd been there. I'd been there for the Adelaide film. Yeah, we
I guess
were walking.
that
It was
video.
raining, and we were walking like down this steep hill to the restaurant. I thought we were gonna slip and fall and like break
That would
an
have been
ankle.
amazing if everyone saw you do that.
Right, and then like tumble, like fall in the mud in a puddle. You're like, hey guys, I'm here.
You could just say that was for all the Tumblr fans.
Oh, gee.
God, get out. Then from Wellington, we flew back to Australia. Went to Brisbane.
Really? So some plumbing company, some guy like who owned his plumbing company sold an old like F-250 or whatever. It went to an auction place and then it got sold like multiple times. It ended up in a photo of some terrorist, like ISIS terrorist in Syria shooting like cannons out the back of it.
It still has his company
it has the logo and the phone number on the door.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
It
it says
absolutely
like
does.
Mark 1 Plumbing, and then it's got the phone number. It's like I think it's like out of Conroe or Lufkin.
Yeah, it's here in Texas, but
Are you
so he's
serious?
and they still
modified
use that number.
And
Like,
there's a giant machine gun in the back of the truck now, and you see these guys just firing it.
yeah, and so he's getting like death threats and stuff because people are calling it because
Oh
they're
my God.
thinking that he has something to do with it.
How do you raisin?
How do you raise a raisin?
How do you make a raisin?
I think you just dry out a grape, right?
Yeah, and then you put sugar
Well,
on
you
it.
send it
The
to
sun.
school and then you make sure it's well fed and housed.
You get in the car when it's 16. That's up. Then you cook it out.
Raise a raisin. We went to the wildlife sanctuary where you could actually like hold a koala and pet kangaroos and everything like
Yeah.
that. And there was like this sign that had a bunch of rules when you entered the sanctuary of what not to do, and they were called kangaroo rules.
Oh,
And I took a picture because I
course
was
you
so happy.
Yeah.
that's terrible.
You know, like I understand them wanting to take a different direction with it. That makes sense. to me.
Has anybody stopped to think about that this picture might just be a joke?
No, it's from the director. Oh, gotcha.
Joker.
Shut up, Barbara.
Joker.
Go back to Australia.
Single clap.
It's May 4th, 2015.
yeah.
One of my least favorite days of the year.
Why is
of the
that, Gus?
puns?
I don't
May the
understand.
4th.
I don't get it.
Every May the 4th be with
I
you.
don't understand
tweet
the
and
reference.
social media.
Never heard that.
Dude, I love Star
joke
Trek.
and engagement. And Star Trek reference.
I feel like I'm sitting next to Carrie.
And it's also the day before Cinco de Mayo. So we're
Which explains this bucket of margarita or
so
something.
we
What
got a
is this?
bucket of margarita and Mexican beer
Is
to
that
celebrate
typically
this
how
holiday.
it comes in a bucket?
Only the
That's how
good
the
ones.
best ones.
It says just add tequila.
Yeah, that's what we did.
I
Yeah,
didn't.
if you go to
see-
Mexico, all buckets everywhere. Lining
Yeah,
the streets.
Barbara didn't see the.
I didn't see the
got some ice?
spout,
Yeah.
so I just started opening the bucket from my side of the
comes out from the
table.
bottom.
And Gus is like, "What the fuck are you doing? There's a spout on the
You're gonna
side."
like ladle it in.
Yeah, I saw a spoon here. Oh wait, it's a knife. Never mind. That's a spoon.
Good going.
It's a
guys.
knife.
I'm
For
gonna
those of
knife
you
my
who aren't-
margarita into my drink.
Oh, I'm gonna get myself a
We also have
margarita.
the
I'll do it.
Coronas.
I'll do it for you.
Fast and
Okay.
Furious fans over here.
See, look at me. I'm a margarita pouring expert. I'm also a side mic talking expert.
So
You
what
make
is
it look so easy.
what is Cinco de Mayo about?
I didn't put ice in here.
Is that what it's
Cinco
about?
de
I could
Mayo
have sworn I put ice in here.
is the ancient Mexican celebration of the 5th of May and their love of Star Wars.
It was
Yeah.
Revenge of the Fifth.
a minor battle.
Oh, I regret that. Oh, I regret even bringing that
And
up.
I didn't make that
I
up.
actually think that is a thing.
That's a thing.
Revenge
Don't
of the Fifth?
groan at me, control room.
We will groan at you whenever we want to, which is often.
It was a minor battle in the Mexican Revolution. And puns are your thing, because
Yeah.
anytime I make a pun, it's like, oh, hanging around
Anytime
Barbara too
anybody
much.
in the world makes a pun now, I see a goddamn it Barb comment.
Yeah, there you go.
Like anywhere on subreddit, someone.
Yeah, you deserve this though. So
Yeah, I know.
You claimed it.
Yeah, that guy,
I dug this hole.
That goddamn Barb became such a catchphrase. We said it like 3 times.
It's everywhere. Like people find it on random.
We also
subreddits
made a
all the
shirt
time.
out of it.
yeah, we did make a shirt.
No, it did. I know, but we made a shirt out of it because it caught on so much.
Speaking
Like
of
it was
shirts,
literally like in 3 vines.
Yep.
I think like 30 people total had watched our vines.
make more of those.
store.roosterteeth.com.
No, you got the
No robots.
You got it wrong. You got it wrong.
just-
What's the marketing message? Yeah, this was years and years ago, and people back when people had camcorders still, and like there were always dudes just walking around with camcorders, just filming the ladies in the window. That would infuriate them.
Really?
They would come out and like throw water at people or like bang on the glass because they have like this. It's like a
Like Free Willy.
yeah, pretty much. But I wonder how they deal with that now because people have fucking cameras everywhere.
Those guys are just trying to free their Willy.
There you go. There you go, Barb. Fucking setup.
Into the
Softball.
room.
Just fucking crank that. Called your shot.
What's the weirdest thing you ever tried?
In what? In bed?
Like food?
The Grey's a fantastic movie. Not to sidetrack you from your story, but it's such a good movie.
Still haven't seen it.
Such a good movie. It's a dude's movie. Total guy movie.
I liked it.
Did you like it?
Would I be able to
like
sit next to a small
sure.
child while I watch it? Or
No, you'll be escorted
to
out
be
of the
moved.
theater. Okay. But you came in after seeing The Grey and you were talking about Liam Neeson in the
I was
office.
talking about how great he was and that he, how he never get a statue. Why didn't, they ever give him a statue?
Did you say he was the greatest?
No, stop it.
No.
He's a writer.
But yeah, that worked out. And then I actually met Liam Neeson's.
Did you really? We got a house on the Gulf Coast. Like I had a house with my former brother-in-law.
Was it subpar?
What does that mean?
Golf. Par.
That was a golf joke.
What is this? Golf. That was a fucking stretch. That was like 3 puns lined up.
I'm so sorry.
Wow. Anyway,
Pun was like a
for
bridge.
we know Mark. He plays the voice of Delta. And I've known Mark since in high school. And we went with...
Air Bud lost a leg.
What?
Who cares?
He probably already... He's also probably dead.
Probably.
By now.
Definitely dead.
That movie
Yeah.
came out in what, 90?
They went through like 3 Airbuds. Then they just kept dying. That's what happened. Save me.
Now
That's
he's-
what happens to dogs. The dogs die. Thank you for bringing that up,
Now-
Aaron.
That's
Now
true.
he-
I think I bring that up every time I come on.
Now he's an air dud.
Hey.
Oh!
No, that's it. All right. I was gonna.
That
try
took
to
me
back-
like 3 minutes to try to say.
I'm trying to. This is syphilis.
Smoke bomb.
This is syphilis.